Hey everyone, so today I am doing a look for a new series that I am starting. I did not come up with the idea originally to start doing a series. I did get inspiration from Shaaanxo. I am doing a series on zodiac signs. So basically what zodiacs are, when you're born falls in a certain time frame of when there is a particular constellation of stars that makes something in the sky. If you're born in between the dates of March 21 and March 19th, there will be a constellation of stars, which means a group of stars that form something in the sky. And today I'm doing Taurus, and that's green. I'm going to jump straight in and start with my eyes today. I've already done my brows off of camera, so I'm going to zoom you guys in and start with my eyes. And I've got three palettes here I'm going to use. I'm going to use the Chi Chi Glamorous OMFG eyeshadow palette. I'm also going to use the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette and the Take Me Back to Brazil palette. So it doesn't say dark green, bright green, neon green or anything like that, it just says green. So yeah, I'm going to first prime my eyelids with this Superstay 24-Hour Concealer by Maybelline, and I think the shade is Too Light Beige Clair. I'm gonna take my Real Techniques stippling brush to blend this out. First off, I'm just going to go into the Shaaanxo palette because I'm just going to take the shade Clarity, which is this one up here, the matte bone shade. I'm just going to use that to set my concealer down, just so that everything else blends really smoothly on top of it. Taking the green in the second row down, fourth column over from the Take Me to Brazil palette. So I'm going to take that on a round sort of eye brush, really dense, and that's going to go into the crease. Now I'm going to take this darker green here. So it's still very neon, but it's darker than this shade here, and more of a true green rather than like a military green, I guess. I'm just going to use the same brush. Doing the same on the other eye. I think I'm going to take this colour, this same green, on the inner and outer corners. This is going to be the colour that all the other colours in the outer and inner corner fade into before meeting up with the centre lid colour, so the halo colour. I'm going to go into the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette, and I'm going to take the shade Military, which is the khaki green in the middle down the bottom. I'm going to pack that on top. Now this is a lot of layering. Halo looks for me consist of a lot of layering, and it does take me a lot of work because I like them to look a certain way. Those colours are blending quite nicely. I actually really like this green in particular. So I'm just taking this brush to softly blend over all the colours. I don't want to bring that military up too far. I'm going to take a crease shadow brush by Real Techniques, and I'm going back into the Take Me to Brazil palette, or Take Me Back to Brazil palette. I'm going to go in with this dark green right here. And that's going to go in the deepest part of the outer corner, inner corner, and crease. So I'm just making sure this goes in the deepest part of all these areas. Okay, I am going to go back in with Military over that because I think I liked how the military colour looked better. So I'm just going to add a tiny bit of this back over top. I like how that looks now with that brighter green underneath and then this covering it back up. Adds really nice dimension. It looks real pretty. As I said, I'm really not a big fan of green eyeshadow. I did watch Shaaanxo's Emerald look and oh my god, it was to die for. It was so pretty, but I just feel like I can't pull off green like that, especially because my eyes are brown. I just feel like it doesn't work. I'm going to first see what this color looks like. This shimmery green looks like in the center. I'm going to attempt to do this with, gonna use an angled eye brush, a flat angled eye brush, and I'm going to take that shimmery color. Gonna take the green next to it because it's more of like a khaki green. I'm gonna pack that on and see what that looks like. I feel like there's not enough like shade variation there, like it looks very one color. So I'm going to try the color from the Chi Chi OMFG palette. I'm going to take this green just here. I'm going to take it on my finger because I already know I don't like these colors with brushes. Going to go back in with the really bright green from this, not the really bright green, the dark bright green that we used, the one that was a little bit more blue, and put a bit more of that in. Just a little bit more. Now I'm going to take my shimmer brush and just flick away any of the fallout. I am quite happy with how this is looking. Just gonna highlight my brow bone now. I'm gonna take this color over here from the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and I'm gonna use that to highlight my brow bone because it's got sort of a green undertone to it. Now moving on to the face, I'm going to take the Australis Primer, the original, and this is just going to go all over. I'm just going to finish off my eye makeup. So I'm going to pop on some of this Big Shot, the Colossal Big Shot mascara. Okay, so now finishing off the face, I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in the shade 115. I'm just going to build this up one more time, try and get a little bit more coverage. Actually, I'm going to quickly conceal under my eyes and then I will set my face and then continue with my eyes. So I'm just using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 15 Fair Clair. This is a great concealer. I love this concealer. going to take a tapered face brush like this, and I'm taking the yellow powder from it's the Australis Take Me On Tour contouring and highlighting kit, so it's the little one with just 3 colours in it. I usually use this to set underneath my eyes because I really like the yellow to help sort of counteract that dark. Now I'm going to take the BYS Matte Finishing Powder. This is in the shade 02 Natural Beige. Now I'm going to pop on my lashes. And I'm going to keep you zoomed out for this because I always cut myself off of shot. So hopefully the further back you guys are, the better you guys can see. These are the Revlon Beyond Natural lashes. They lengthen and elongate. No idea what the style of these are. I'm just taking I've put down my Duo eyelash adhesive in clear white so it dries clear. Okay, now I've got them on, I'm just going to quickly run some mascara. I am going to try this as a bronzer because my skin is a little bit darker today. Yeah, I thought this would look really nice as a bronzer for me when I have normal skin, not pale white skin, so I like the way this looks. I'm going to go back into the Take Me Back to Brazil palette, and I'm going to use the same colour that I used to highlight my brow bone. So this one down here, the one that's sort of green, and I'm going to use this to highlight my cheekbones. Because it's a little bit green toned, so it kind of matches. I really like how that looks. I'm not going to take quite as many colours, but I'm going to take the first sort of green we used on the same brush with a tiny bit of that bright green, not a lot. And I'm going to going in with the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette, and I'm taking Military on the same brush that we used it on. And this is going on the outer part, the outer half of my lower lash line. Also, I'm going to take the colour, it's the Metallics eyeshadow in the shade JZ by Australis, and it's sort of like, if you guys can see, like sort of like a khaki goldy green colour, I guess. This is just going to go on that most inner corner. Okay, so I know that's really dark on my inner corner, but I don't mind because it's still metallic, so it does sort of catch the light. So now I'm going to choose a lip colour. That could be quite cool because it's sort of like a browny red sort of colour. I'm going to put this on and see what I think. I have decided I'm going to keep this colour because the lip liner is basically the exact same as the colour. This is the Kylie Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Leo, and I'm taking the matching lipstick in the shade Leo. I think this was part of a birthday collection. That does complete the look. I know the lip color is really like extreme, but so is this whole look. So you guys could always wear like a nude would look really nice, but I thought a strong kind of look, so like a punchy lip with a punchy eye look, I thought that kind of fit really well. Sorry about the change in lighting, guys. I don't know what happened, but my light just turned off and I don't know why. So leave me a comment down below and let me know which star sign you want to see next, and like this video if you enjoyed and you want to see more of this series, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.